What is the family meeting?
So why we're here, we do this because we're encouraging more family meetings and discussions. And the idea came to me as a result of speaking with a dear friend of mine, John Rogers, and he tells a story about the family conversations they would have on the dinner table. And we don't have those conversations much anymore. This is our effort to come here as if you were coming to my house, and we have a really robust conversation.
At the family meeting, everybody's treated like family.
Dave, what's up, man?
First, I'd like to compliment you on an excellent program. You know, I always feel like family when you guys are talking.
Thank you.
It feels like I'm with family.
You are family.
Well, thanks very much.
Religion.
So the reality is, and I think that Christians realize this, you can't live word and verse by the Bible because it doesn't make sense in modern times. We're talking about authors who authored a book, who believed in all kind of things, not the least of which was that the earth was flat. So it was a different mindset, technology and everything else. So it irritates people, me too, when you select pieces of the Bible. But other pieces, I ain't gonna use that. But this one I'm gonna use on you.
Economics.
We're talking about taking a big part of the population who's not economically viable and making them economically viable so they can buy the goods and services from a Walmart, a Sears, or whomever. All you do is create consumers. There's a whole segment of the marketplace that they could have to do business with you. So we're busy trying to make it sound like it's a handout. It should be a business case.
Politics.
It's a multi-dimensional discussion.
What are the evil Republicans?
They're not evil. They're stupid.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, I'm a black Republican.
Something don't sound right about that.
I think Bush was a great man.
Yeah, a discussion from hell today, haven't we?
More politics.
Our good friend, Sarah Palin, is in the news again. She decides that she wants to get together with the other lunatic, Donald Trump, to endorse him. And she goes on with this rambling little speechy thing that she does and gives all kind of comedic fodder for the whole world. And it's just wonderful. I hope she stays in front of a mic every single day.
What's on your mind?
Richard Muskoke, what's on your mind, Richard?
I work at a gun store, and we're all utterly outraged that this guy got off. What he did was anything less than manslaughter.
Hey, Teresa, what's on your mind?
First of all, I just want to respond to you. can't change people. We can only change ourselves.
Hey, man.
Racial issues.
If I say, you played the race card, why do people run in defense? And when in reality, they should say, yeah, I did play the race card because it's a racial issue.
The fact that you think somebody used the race card or someone else used the race card, it may not be true.
What if I was?
Because you're bringing up the issue of race. People don't want to talk about race.
But it induces conversation is what I'm talking about.
But it induces awkward conversation.
Black Lives Matter.
The thing is that the nature of racism has changed. It isn't that Bull Connor, KKK, 1950s black and white newsreel racism. It is subtle, it's institutional, and it presents itself in many ways. And there are people who are insular to the racism. That's not us. We don't do that.
Marsha wants to talk about the criminal justice system. Hey, Marsha.
Hi.
Hi.
Technically, slavery has never ended.
Thank you. Thank you.
According to the 13th Amendment, slavery is still acceptable in prison. And more African Americans are now under the criminal justice system in probation and in prison, etc., than were ever under slavery.
There's some accusations of the police not paying attention when it's somebody of color missing, but raising holy hell and turning every rock over when it's a little white girl missing. How do you make a black life as important as a white life? See, that's what's screwed up about that is we're stumped.
Institutional racism.
I read a statistic that said about 25% of the murders in urban communities have some level of salvation. They find what happened. If you kill somebody in Highland Park, I'll be damned if they're not going to find out who did it. It's going to be on CNN before they figure out who did it. So it's not just the police, but it's the way we're socialized to police communities that create a problem. And then you got this fear that exists between parties that makes the whole thing escalated.
Ideas for a solution.
There are children out there right now in the city of Chicago who are on the same path as Laquan, and they don't want to be. They want to have a good, full life with opportunity. And so we're busy focusing on the damn videos and what happened, and that's important. We should do that. Let's also focus on the children behind him who may face the same fate because the system is so jacked up.
The Family Meeting is live every Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. on Chicago's Progressive Talk.